Hello friends, I welcome you all. In coming 15 minutes, you will be mastering the IAS 6er strategy which can make it easy to crack this difficult examination. In this strategy, we shall be discussing what should be the approach and what is the examination scheme, what to prepare, what not to prepare, how to prepare, and what is the relevance of practice in this examination. First of all, we will be dealing how to understand this examination and what should be our approach. So this exam has three stages. Prelims examination, it has two papers, GS paper 1 and GS paper 2. This is MCQ based paper. In GS1, this is general studies. It has 100 questions from history, geography, polity, environment, current affairs, and science and technology. So 100 questions of 2 marks each, and 1/3 will be the negative marking. So it is counted for your merit. It means you will be selected for mains examination on this GS paper 1. Now there is also a GS paper 2 which you need to qualify only by 33% marks. It has 80 questions of 2.5 marks each, and you require to score 67 marks. This paper basically deals with the general skills that a IAS officer should have, that is comprehension skills, logical reasoning skills, normal arithmetic skills, and data interpretation. So these skills are tested in GS paper 2. Now, if you score at least 50 to 55% marks, then definitely you can call a letter to appear in mains examination. Mains examination has descriptive questions. You need to write questions. This is of 750 marks. It has 7 papers of 250 marks each. It has essay paper, 2 essays to be written, GS 1 to GS 4, and you need to choose a optional, for which optional paper 1 and optional paper 2. Beside that, there are 2 qualifying papers. One is for English, 300 marks, which you need to qualify only, and second is any modern Indian language in 18th schedule, including Hindi. So this is the second stage of examination, and normally if you get 50% marks only, you are likely to be called for interview, that is your personality test. In personality test, it is of 275 marks, and what is tested in that? Your decision making power, your neutrality, your integrity, your emotional stability. So all these traits are tested in your interview. Basically, it is not a test of your knowledge, but it is a test of your that how you will work in in an administrative environment. So this is about that. Now, very important aspect is syllabus. So you can download the syllabus in a description link, and beside that you can also download cutoff marks. These cutoff marks are the last marks of the candidate which has been called for mains examination and interview. So you can also have cutoff marks in description link to know that how much marks you should target at each level of this examination. And basically there is also a trend analysis. It is also available in your description link. With these trend analysis, you will be able to identify the target areas from where there are more chances of the question to be asked. After that, with the help of target marks and target areas, you can also have targeted questions. So you can plan your study accordingly. So there are three pillars of your strategy: targeted areas, targeted questions, to attain targeted marks in the examination. So basically, what are the targeted marks? In pre-examination, you need to score 50 to 55% marks only. It means 100 to 110 you can score to qualify this. And for main examination, you should at least score 875 marks. So by this, when their interview, you should also score 50% mark. So overall, if you score 50% marks, that is around 1012, so you can be a IS topper. You can be a IS topper. And you can see in your cutoff marks. So this is that. Next, it is a very important question what to study and what not to study. So people will suggest you to write NCERT books, other reference books, journals, reports, magazines and newspaper. But you need not worry about that. You can also download the list of books and the relevant material in the description. Next very important point, that how to study. It is very important. You need to develop your common sense on the basis of what, why, how, when and where. So by asking these questions, you should develop your common sense and common understanding. This will help you to understand the cause and the effect relationship, by which you can commonly understand, easily understand the enormous syllabus and the content you need to cover. But beside this, it is very important to understand a special context. It means if you are dealing with a technical subject or your optional subject, then you need to understand the things in that context only, and this is the specific meaning given by that subject, a specific meaning. So you cannot not understand this by common sense. Finally, in order to make your study very interesting, you need to develop a storyline of things, a storyline. So connect things together on the basis of what, where, why, and how. If you can connect things, it is very easy to retain things in your memory. So theme creation is very important tool for IAS study to understand the things in their totality. The next important aspect is time management. With given enormous syllabus, you need to manage your time well by setting SMART goals. S-M-A-R-T, SMART. They must be specific goals. It means you should know exactly what to do. It is a question of what to do, which subject, which chapter, which topic you should cover with what detail. Next is your target must be measurable, that how much and by when you are to cover your target. Your target should also be attainable. If you set a target which is not mentally and physically attainable, you are bound to fail. So therefore, you should set your target attainable. Moreover, your target must be a relevant one. It must be related with your pre, mains and interview test. Otherwise, it will be a useless exercise. Next, it is time bound. It means you should set targets to achieve them in time bound manner. And it is the most important aspect of your preparation. This is most important. If you don't respect time, the time will not respect you. Finally, the secret of success in this examination is practice, practice and practice. Now what to practice? MCQs for pre, PTS, prelims test series, MDQs, mains descriptive questions. You need to spend 2-3 minutes to develop ideal answer frame, ideal answer structure. So you need to practice that, and you should also practice full answer writing exercises. And my friends, it is the most critical part of your preparation. If you don't practice answer writing, your chances of success are very low. So all these strategy is applied at Unique Shiksha as well. We have plan to develop your basic understanding. We provide you a scientifically designed schedule that what to study and by what time you are to prepare. In our live classes, we give you live sessions with online real-time interface. So you can ask questions during the class, and if there something is left, we organize a weekly doubt clearing center. So you can to support you there by our highly professional mentors. At the practice level, we conduct more than 100 tests, pre and mains. Moreover, we also conduct test during the short test during the class as well, and discussion, and on the basis of your practice. We analyze your performance, student performance tracking system. So on the basis of this analysis, you can improve your performance further and you can ultimately hit your target, that is to become IAS officer. So for this purpose, you can join our IAS online classes and enroll for a 7-day free trial. You can also watch our upcoming videos. So please share if you like our video and subscribe our channel for upcoming videos. With these words, I wish you a best of luck for your examination. Thank you very much.